It's an Infinity Game Changer.
Hello again. Welcome to the episode of Infinity Game Changer.
Hello.
There's two again.
Yeah.
Okay. First one, card, you've got it?
This is the Stephen Bartlett cards.
Yep.
I have. Would you like me to read it out? And I'll answer
I'll
it.
let you choose.
I'll read it out. We like to read it out first so the viewers know, but I'm going to answer it at the end. Oh, this is a really easy one. This is from Mel C, one of the Spice Girls. And it's quite simply, would you do it all again?
Interesting. Okay. That's a good. Okay.
I mean, well, there's been a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not what this podcast's about.
Are you going to answer that honestly?
Honestly, yeah, I will. Cool. I'll answer that honestly.
Yeah.
But at the end.
Cool.
So this podcast is about?
Infinity's been on the road.
We have.
Yeah.
We've been hitting the road doing, it's not a road show, but for us it's been a road show. We've been hitting business shows. Done 2 recently.
Yep.
What do you want to know about them?
So obviously other people might be, I think one is how did it go worthwhile doing. But then also I think it would be good just to mention like logistics or things to think about when you're planning to do those things. Life experience. There we go.
Well, that's a key thing. The planning to do the show is more than doing the show. That's a fact. Because I did shows years ago and thought, well, they're pointless. I get nothing from this. It's just a waste of my day. Because I only put a day in. Whereas the one we did in Manchester, we probably put 3 weeks in.
Yep.
Leading up to that show. And the show was 2 days, but we did 3 solid weeks. And that's where I think people go wrong. The Manchester show was amazing. We were helping people in the show. Do you remember? Live. Yep. We'll do you a promotional video for your show now, right here, right now, and you leave with it done. The logistics to pull that off, having Paul, our film guy there, green screen, cameras, lights. But the show offer was amazing. If you were a guest at the show, what we offered was just, this is ridiculously good to have this at a show. I didn't know you could do this. So that got us a lot of attention. One of our other shows to get attention, we had stilt walkers.
Oh, yeah.
6 foot stilt walkers. I'd gone to that show the previous year when I as a viewer, a guest. And I realised that every stall was blue or white.
Yep.
But every guy had either cream or blue trousers and a white or blue shirt. And if you'd have took the labels off the stalls or the one that I went to as a guest, you wouldn't have known what they did. Now that's ridiculous because you just become one of many stalls.
Yep.
And there's 4,000 people at that show all passing you by and you've got seconds to stand out. So we turned up and we were in red and yellow.
Yep.
Nobody else was in red and yellow. My stall wasn't green or blue like every other stall was. My stall was red and yellow. And I had stilt walkers outside my stall in red and yellow on 6 foot stilts, which did give the show organiser palpitations, but the risk assessments were done. We'd done it all properly. I got professional stilt walkers with insurance and risk assessments. They knew what they were doing. I mean, those 2 stilt walking girls that turned up said, what would you like us to do on stilts? I said, well, I just need you to stand there and walk about. Oh, we can juggle chainsaws if you like, or we can breathe fire. Well, no, but it's fantastic you can do that.
Great skill set.
But honestly, well, they came from the entertainment industry. There were 2 girls that used to, at the launches of nightclubs, they were the entertainment team outside. So they said, oh, we can do all sorts. I just need you to walk about. So for them, this was a really simple gig. Easy gig. They were there for 2 days. But there was nobody else for stilt walkers outside their stand. And when the girls were walking about, because they were on all the stalls are the same height, and what we realised was that when the girls are walking around, if you were somewhere else in the show, you can look up and usually just see the lighting rig. But when you looked up now, you saw these 2 girls walking around above all the stands. And everyone was like, where are them? And they were coming to see these still walkers, which was great because it did what it was meant to do, it pulled people to us. So the work that you put into a show, if you are an exhibitor, should be nearly all of the show itself is secondary. You should just run. But the last show that we did, we actually filmed it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So shall we cut to that?
Yep.
And then we'll come back to us afterwards. Run VT.
On the road with Stewart! What time is it?
It is now 12 minutes past 5, but we have been driving for 45 minutes. We set off at 4:30 today.
And what are we doing?
We are going down to the Windsor Business Expo, where there is going to be over 1,000 business owners and people, entrepreneurs alike, and we are exhibiting at the expo, and I'm a keynote speaker on stage at 12 o'clock, discussing entrepreneurship, business growth, and business systems.
Fantastic.
But this is what people don't see. People see our business and think, great overnight success. Look what they've done, look where they're going, it's fantastic business. They don't see the 3:45 alarm. They don't see me rolling up outside your house at 20 past 4 in the morning. They just see the nice offices and the Bentley and think, I want that. And they don't realise that we do this to get that.
How many times have you been to this service station then, Stuart?
A few. A few.
To the point where you're recognising cars that also are regulars here.
Yeah, I think the guy that drives the Mercedes works there because that car's always in the car park. And I know that this service station does nice coffee, whereas the one before doesn't. Well, you know these things when you drive up and down the motorway for 800 miles a week, don't you?
And thanks for the nice coffee.
Yeah, it's nice coffee. Got you a nice coffee.
Slide
You
left
did.
onto the slip road to M1.
Right, let's get back on the M1. From Windsor now, mate. So.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah, if you don't, I'll get this boxed off, mate, if I can.
Yeah, so
All
I'll
right,
right, I'll catch you in a bit.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
So it never stops. You're still doing business on the phone even though we're driving to Windsor.
Yeah, people need answers, mate. We are 1 minute, 0.7 of a mile away, and that's just being a business call about a client in Leeds. Never stops. Never stops.
Welcome to a wet Windsor.
Welcome to a wet Windsor. We're a mile away from the event.
Turn left, then your destination will be on the left. Your destination is on the left.
Very quickly, when I got into the cleaning industry, that business was looked down on by most people we serviced. You're just a cleaner, which gave me a mindset quite quickly that no one's just anything. And it started to instill in me the value of people. I also realised that if you work in an industry that people look down on, there is opportunities everywhere for growth. So I started to exploit that quite a lot and push myself forward. And I realised that in the cleaning industry, well, that's gone too quick, those things are important. That cleaning isn't about mop and buckets. Cleaning industry was about servicing people properly, gaining their trust, being reliable, and most importantly, that one, people. But I do love these shows, and I do love meeting the business people and entrepreneurs. And I tell you what else I do really like about days like today. It's not so much
what I deliver at the keynote speech, I get a lot more from afterwards when people talk to me, tell me what they're doing and the ideas that they're doing in their business. And I'd be honest with you, I always leave and I think, I was great talking to that guy, he does this. I can glean some information from someone about how they're doing something, and that can make me and my business better.
So looking back at that, what's something you could take away from the show?
Me or other people that do the show? Anybody?
I suppose both, yeah.
Okay, so for me, but anyone can take this away. If I've given a day to be at the show and all the lead up to it, I get as much from being at the show and talking to people who are there as guests. They're coming to see the stands. I engage with them heavily, and I ask them about their business and what do they do and what problems have they got, and then I ask, how did you solve that problem? Because I get I learn as much from other people telling me what they've done and what problems they've experienced and how they've fixed it, as I do from our team. So I need to get something from being at these shows. Obviously I want the contact details, of course I do, and I want to grow the business, of course I do. But me personally, what do I want? I want to leave those shows having increased my knowledge. And the best way to do that is to engage with people that are at the show. Ask them about their businesses and what problems have they had and how have they fixed it, and I glean that knowledge. Now you've got hundreds of people that'll talk to you.
So not only like, oh, you're doing that. Oh, that's interesting to grow your business, but also
I swipe and deploy.
Yeah, market research.
I swipe and deploy that idea. That's fantastic. Didn't think of that. That sounds great. Swipe that idea. How can I put that into my business? Deploy it. So the shows are brilliant for us, Infinity, as an exhibitor, and for me personally, because I can glean lots of information from other people. You know, one of my core values of life is that I think everybody should be either learning a new skill or passing their knowledge on and educating others so they get a new skill. And I'm sort of living and breathing that now, that everybody always should be learning or educating. And if you aren't happy to educate others, then learn yourself. And if everyone was learning a new skill or educating others so they had a new skill, I think the world would be a better place and we'd all move forward. So the shows are somewhere that I can live and breathe that, and I take a lot from other people.
And then just to touch on, it does, thank you. Just such you said about everyone was blue and white. And I think, and it is true, when we were at the show, when you came in through the front door, I'd get a bit lost. And I'd have to just move a bit, and then you'd see red and yellow and go, there it is. And you might be looking through some stands, but you go, it's right there, we're there. And I think people, when they plan, they go, what does a good show stand look like for us? So again, cleaning company, and they might look it up online and go, and go to a cleaning show design company who go, here it is. But then you all look the same.
That's the problem. Everyone then looks the same, and that's the issue. Now I know the video that we've just watched isn't the show that you're talking about. That was a different show. That was a show down south, and the show you're talking about was a show in Manchester. But it's all over our socials, is that Manchester show. Exactly what you just said though. If you do market research from other shows, it falls back into, you'll do what 80% of people are doing.
Yeah.
And if you are doing what everybody else is doing, there is no differential to coming to you. So I looked at what everybody else was doing, blue, white, green. We're going to go red, yellow. And it worked a treat, because we stood out a mile. I even put red and yellow carpet down where the show provides you with blue carpet. Not on my stand. I went over it and I put red. I had half my stand was red and half my stand was yellow, and the yellow walls had red carpet and the red walls had yellow carpet. And it, on the back of the girls, the stilt walking girls, we had the tagline, "Grow your business as big as me." And they were like nearly 10 foot in the sky. That all those things just worked together really well. And our show stand was very, very different to anybody else.
You saw people walking past being like, oh, what's this? And like,
what's this? What's this?
Yep.
What's this? What's this? Worked. It was a treat. You You've been there. Did you love it?
Loved it. Yeah. Good.
Loved it. Paul, our cameraman. You were there?
fantastic.
You loved it.
And we were having fun on our stand as well. That sets us apart.
I was just going to say, them 2 days, if you want the truth, were the 6 people from this business just having a great time. We all just had a great time. We all gathered and we all hit our targets and our stats to gather the information to make sure it's worth doing. Yes, but we did that with ease, and we did it with ease because we were having great fun. I walked around the show with Kerry, and there were some people sat on their stands but on their laptops, working, not looking up, not engaging. I'm here because I have to be. Well, I just walked straight past your stand and you could sell me something. I could be your ideal customer, but you never engaged with me.
Yeah, quite literally. You and Kerry are literally the ideal customers.
And they didn't even look up or speak to us. Didn't look up. But on our stand, I don't think anyone got the chance to walk past. We had great fun. Great fun. I had a great 2 days. You had a great 2 days. Yeah, you had a great 2 days. It was brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah, that's that. So that shows how they're useful. Turn up different. Don't do what everybody else does. For God's sake, be different. But have fun. Because if you're a stand that's having fun, people will naturally be drawn to you. And we did that. We did that in spades.
Yep.
Shall I go back to this?
Yep.
Okay, so the Stephen Bartlett. Well, I like the way you lean in.
I know it's
You lean in with anticipation. Would you do it all again, Mel C? My answer is no. I wouldn't do it all again. I'd do the best bits again, anytime. But if I was going to do it again, I wouldn't do it all. No, because why would I want to make the same mistakes twice? So would I go on the journey again, which has been a roller coaster ride for me since 1994 when I started out as an entrepreneur? Yes, 100%. Jump on that train, give me the ticket. But I would hope that this time I circumnavigated the mistakes that I've made, and the difference this time is I have or would have the benefit of knowledge to get around the problems that stalled me or stopped me, which happily links us back to infinity and what we do. Because we take people on the journey they want to be on, but the advantage of having us as a passenger, because we're not a pilot, as a passenger, is that when there's a pitfall coming up, we can see it. We've actually stepped in it ourselves. And this is the way around that, so you can power on with your journey. So I would do it all again. Let's be honest, we do it all again. We do it with our clients.
I was about to say, yeah, we do it with clients. So
we jump on that train and go with them. So I do it all again, yeah, 100%. Yeah, every day, give me the train ticket. Being an entrepreneur is fantastic. But I would go with the benefit of knowledge and I would circumnavigate the things that stopped me so I'd get to the end sooner. And that's what we can do with our clients. Jump on that train, it's a great ride.
And speaking of that, if you don't have any questions for us,
there's links around this. There's links around this. Send
Get
them
in touch.
You get 30 minutes free with me. You can get 30 minutes free with Ben when he's not in the studio with me, because Ben now comes on all these podcasts. I think he's part of the fixtures and fittings, like that mic. So you can get 30 minutes with us, can't you?
Yep.
Yep. So I think that's bye for now. See you in the next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.
It's an infinity game changer.